What's going on, guys? It's your boy Lesiba Mothupi. Once again, we're back onto my YouTube channel. It's good to see you guys back here on this channel with me. It feels amazing, honestly, to have you guys be here with me. And you know that I like to speak a bit more about the Forex market. I like to speak a bit more about the indices market too. Those are one of the things that I like to dive a bit more deeper into. So I hope that you guys actually do find value from this video, as I want to share my inputs on NASDAQ, the NASDAQ markets with you guys. I actually want you guys to learn a bit more about understanding the whole psychology side of NASDAQ. Not only that, but also the fundamental side of it, because there's a lot of news that are actually happening that does influence the NASDAQ market, and I wanted to speak a bit more about that. I'll just take a look at it, see what it is that I see, the perspectives that I see with it, and how we can capitalize with NASDAQ moving forward. But not only that, I actually want us to, empower our mindset. I actually want us to, give how can I put it, give food into our mindsets, just so we can continue to grow, because that's one thing that we are focusing on, growing each and every day. And also, I'd like to also announce that I've got a beautiful new office right here. So it's exciting to be making such moves, being able to work at an area where I'm also able to inspire myself. I'm also able to feel motivated. But not only that, I'm also able to just level up, because it gets to a point where you feel like you are capped. It feels like you hit the ceiling, but you have to just move and be at a different area, just so you can be able to push up until break those ceilings. So I hope that this actually does help you guys out a lot. Make sure to like this video and also subscribe. But let us jump onto it. So I'm speaking about NASDAQ, guys. We did profit a bit more from NASDAQ just a few weeks ago, a few days ago, and so on. But I'm looking at starting from, I wouldn't say a few days ago we did profit, because starting from I would say last week, the week of was it like the 23rd of August or something like that, the NASDAQ markets have been moving a bit more volatile too. Also we just received some news on Amazon. They spoke about Jeff Bezos being one of the top individuals that hit a specific number. Spoke about also these the top richest people that are the top richest wealthiest people on earth basically are the ones that are mostly controlling NASDAQ, such as Elon Musk, which runs Tesla company. So I believe that if you really want to understand more about NASDAQ, how these markets work, you need to be following these people. So I started doing that, dived a bit more deep into it, because I had my analysis, I had my technical works, but you just have to get some more information so that you can be able to at least know what to expect, what not to expect, what you can be looking at, and what not you shouldn't be looking at. I mean, like each and every day for the past few days, NASDAQ has been breaking highs. I mean, that's something that we all have seen. NASDAQ has been breaking highs, meaning that it creates a higher high, maybe a young higher low, then it goes the next day, it breaks, creates a higher high, then a higher low, it reaches, then boom, the next day it creates a higher high. So that's how the NASDAQ market was moving at. And you can even see today here, hopefully soon, the next time I record a YouTube video, you'll be able to see from this bigger screen that I have. I just have to get the cord that does connect these two screens. But yeah, you can simply see here, right here. Let me just make sure that I show you guys beautifully. Yeah. The trade that we actually caught today was I was actually just looking at what it is that I'm saying, because I got my information. I was reading about Elon Musk, I was reading about Jeff Bezos owns Amazon and so on, reading about these companies, seeing what it is that what's happening with these companies. I noticed that these companies are also growing massively too. These companies are breaking also like highest revenues and so on. So I knew that okay, NASDAQ has to also break and go to the upside. And if you guys remember some of my old video that I do have speaking about NASDAQ, I was like, the secret to making a profit with NASDAQ is to just buy NASDAQ. So today, after doing my full analysis, after like literally just going into looking at what it is that I should be looking out for, I noticed that NASDAQ did break these highs. Previous highs were here. It broke them impulsively, came back here to retest. Someone would be selling here thinking that it's actually it broke out, but you can simply see that it's actually a touch, first touch, second touch, third touch here, and boom, it went up. So I took a trade here, went up, hit targets here, and yeah, stop loss was here. So here, this one here I didn't get to share with the members, because normally when I share with the members, I share a trade that I'm much more comfortable with. So when I'm learning something new, when I'm discovering something new, when I'm practicing something new, but practicing doesn't really mean that demo. Practicing, like for me, I practice with money, but even though it's just a small amount of money, I just want it to be a real feeling. So when I'm practicing, I don't get to share with the members, because I don't want to be sharing with them something that I'm practicing on. So I did see that, okay, no, this did really play out well, and it's actually one of the strategies that I want to also implement moving forward, because that's actually how NASDAQ has been reacting towards the fundamental side of, these non-financial companies. Because remember, NASDAQ consists of 100 non-financial companies. So if you don't know much about those companies, if you don't know what companies are those, then you are I would say that you are close to gambling, because you are just buying and selling companies that you know nothing about. Because when you start buying and selling NASDAQ, we're speaking about you buying and selling companies. It's no longer the forex market. It's no longer you buying or selling the currency market. It's not something a bit more different. That's why the pip value is a bit more different. That's why even the spreads are much more different, because it's not the same as currencies. So you need to understand, on just like how you'd understand looking at let's say the GBP market, how you'd be looking at the news, expecting the GBP releases, these things to happen, these news are coming, FOMC and so on, and boom, once those news are out, then you'll be able to know, okay, GBP is going to be gaining strength, let me rather buy the GBP markets, whatever pound I'm buying pound for the next few months is going to be rising in value. So NASDAQ is the same thing, but you need to be looking at companies instead of the currency side. You need to be looking at Elon Musk. What is Elon Musk doing? What is the Tesla company? Are they coming out with new products? Are they launching those new products? Are those products being bought? Is the company growing in revenue? Is actually the revenue compared to the net profit they're making valuable long term? Such things you need to be looking at, and also other companies too. But the most important thing for us is to understand that NASDAQ has been a very great market. You can see even now it's at the highest point here. You can simply see here. Let me make sure that I do this. Just take a look at this whole rally, and you can even see how it pushes up now. Impulse to the upside, a young steep correction down here, and then boom, the next impulsive leg to the upside, boom, the next impulsive leg. So it's actually a beautiful move to be able to see how NASDAQ moves. Hopefully moving forward, we'll be seeing such moves, because we'll be seeing such. Let me just show you guys real quick, so you don't say that, okay, I watched this guy's video, but I got nothing out of it. Right here. Boom, we can easily say that this area could be our next highest low. Let me just take this out, maybe get it from here. Okay, sorry about that, I don't know how I took this in. Right here, somewhere around here, okay, boom. Okay, let me take it all the way from the beginning though, till the very end, so because we want to catch these bigger impulse moves, okay, till the end. So maybe a move like this, but obviously it can still go a bit more to the upside. Doesn't mean that here where it's at the highest, it can still continue breaking new highs. Like here, it's actually weights, like NASDAQ has never been this high before, which is amazing. Like it's so much amazing to be trading something like this, and you can see, obviously you can get push to the downside, treat this area as our new highest low structure. This could be obviously a support area. Then boom, there's also mass psychology to this. So what actually is mass psychology? Mass psychology could be when the markets break a specific area, and when they do break that specific area, that's when most of the people, the mass of the people, they actually think that that's a breakout, only to find out that it's not a breakout. That price was just it needed some evolving, like it just needed you to evolve your structures, such as this. Let's say yes, this would be seen as a breakout, but see the next candle that came in through, it's actually an engulfing candlestick, and we're looking for buys only. So we're not trying to sell these markets, we're actually trying to buy them. Someone got sold here and they actually lost money here, most people, even, because it's actually the most of the people that are losing money. But it can play around here, act as if it's a breakout or anything like that, and then boom, it still continues to go break new highs and create new highs. So this is actually a beautiful market to look at. We'll just see today, yes, it did break the highs. It's actually at the highest now. It can still come back with one candle, it's an hour candlestick, and we'll just see how it is moving forward. But I actually wanted us to just be able to understand how the whole market moves, especially when it comes to NASDAQ. I fell in love with the US 30. I fell in love with also the GE 30. The US 30 is actually the Dow Jones, and the GE 30 is actually the DAX market. Those two markets. NASDAQ, yeah, you can still, it's nice. I love it, but you can ask the members that are in the team. I send more setups on DAX and also the Dow Jones because I love them more, and I like the fact that not like too many people trade it. It's not that crazy. NASDAQ, like almost everyone just evolved into trading NASDAQ, but the DAX markets, you can still make it's I would say that it's still the same with peak value and so on, and it's also like it pays more, and like it's amazing. It's just like NASDAQ, but it's much more easier for me to read. It's much more easier keyword for me to read, because NASDAQ could be too volatile. Like let's say take a look at such a move. It broke the highs, came back impulsively, then shot back to the upside. Such moves, obviously you wouldn't know whether to buy, whether to sell. Even if you're looking to buy, you wouldn't know where to catch that buy. So I don't want to be involved in markets such as this. But NASDAQ, I only enter trades on it whenever I see that there's actually a much more cleaner setup. It's actually a picture perfect setup. But hopefully you guys did get some value from this, and I'll just see, maybe I'll make a short course, like a mini course, whereby I explain how these markets move, whereby I explain also some of the pairs that I look at. What pairs are those, the ones that I actually focus a bit more into, because like I did mention, DAX, I look into it, Dow Jones, I do look into it, NASDAQ, I do look into it, and some of the currencies too. It's actually 4 currencies that I focus a bit on. I'll share with you guys on that in a short mini course that you guys can take advantage of during the month of September. But we'll see as time goes on when I do get to announce it. But if you really do want to get that announcement whenever I do get to release it, make sure that in the description box you'll be able to enter or join the free Telegram group, whereby whenever I do access or give you guys this mini course, obviously you'll be the first to know, and you'll be the first to get it. You'll be the first to profit from these markets, because I focus too much on them. I make sure that I only study these because I wanna focus on eating from these markets only. I wanna make sure that whatever wealth that I built, I can easily say that DAX gave me this. Like 70% of my wealth came from DAX, and so on. It'll be nice for me to just say such. But I hope that you guys did like this video. Obviously, just make sure to hit that like button and also subscribe to my YouTube channel, as it is your boy Lesiba Mothupi, and I'll see you guys on the next video coming up.